Okay, now we have to see if anybody's still here. I am so sorry. Oh, what a mess. It's really difficult when you don't know how to do computers. And I'm hoping some people still come on. I'm very, very sorry. I had it started, I thought, and then I couldn't get it going. And so then I went, all right. Oh, good. Marla's here. All right. And Wolf Machine, thank you. Thank you for staying, you guys. I'm really sorry. JB, hey, 808, hi. Jesse Baez, all right. Now I see and hear you. Yay, I did it. I did it all by myself. I was waiting for DOA all day, and he has some problem with his truck. Hi, love it. Thank you for coming on. So he couldn't come help me fix it. And so I just thought, you know what? I'm going to do a video today, one way or the other. And I didn't want to do it, on my phone. I wanted to try it on my desktop, and I thought I can do it. I can. And it was just like it took me like 3 or 4 times of trying it and trying it. It just wouldn't work. And finally, I went, wait a minute, I have to get it bigger, 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 because I couldn't see what else I needed to do. And once I got it bigger, 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 okay, there it is. Now you're at the end. And then I had to go down, 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 and then done, and then go live. And that was it. Here you guys are. Thank you for coming on. I really appreciate it. Cincinnati Diane, hi. Glad you figured it out. Me too. I'm telling you, for someone like me, it's very difficult because I'm not a computer person. And one of these days, and I've said this for I think 24 years now, but one of these days I'm going to learn computers. I am. I'm going to take a computer class and learn just basics, because they're just basic, simple things. And people always come and they go, oh, here. Like Jessica the other night, I was sitting next to her. Yeah, hit the like and subscribe. Thank you, love it. I was sitting next to Jessica, and it was really funny. It was like, all of a sudden, all these things, these folders came up on my camera. Remember, I was outside doing the protest with those guys, and all these things came up on my camera. And I said, Jessica, what is all this? What am I going to do? And she goes like this, boop, and it all went away. And it's like that's the difference when you know a computer. It's so simple, but when you don't, it's like Mars. It's like being a Martian here on Earth or something like that. Hi, loving these late night chats. Thank you, Sarah. I'm happy you guys come on. I really appreciate it and love it. I really appreciate you being the moderator on it because I know it's late, but I definitely appreciate it. How do you like streaming versus making? I love live streaming. I love it. I'm just into it. I love the interaction with you guys. I just love it. How do you guys like it? I know, yay, late night with me. It's fun. Magoo, midnight with Magoo. I know. Wow, good morning from the Netherlands. Ooh, that's right. It's the morning tomorrow for a lot of people. You have a Wikipedia page, right? Learn some interesting things, such as your dad played football. My dad not only played football, I keep him very close to me. This is my dad. Actually, my YouTube site is in honor of my dad because I used to call him. See, here's a picture of him, 44. He played for the Chicago Cardinals, who went on to be the St. Louis Cardinals, and now they are the Arizona Cardinals. But see how I have like little tiny eyes? They're actually really small. And he had little eyes, and he was on TV. First, he played football, and then he went on to be a broadcaster. And he was funny, so I used to call him Mr. Magoo. So, and his football number is 44. So now when I started a YouTube site, Bunker this was in 2008. And he goes, all right, this is from Anonymous. Here's a webcam. We're going to start a YouTube site with you. And I said, what am I going to do with a YouTube site? And he goes, well, we're going to make a YouTube video that says Magoo's got a YouTube site. And that was the beginning of my YouTube site. It was very fun. But anyway, I made it, and I didn't know, I wasn't really thinking. It was like we had to go protest. We were leaving right away. And he put the camera on and said, we're going to make a quick video, and then we're going to protest. I said, okay. So, and he had just shown up, and he shows up with his camera, puts it on my thing, and says, all right, let's go. So there you go. So he's helped me for years with my computer. He knows how crazy I am. But what was I telling you? um, I'll think of it. Let's see. Hi, Sarah. She said that's cool. Something. I guess they're Selma and all. Oh, I see. You're saying hi to everybody. That's good. And about my dad. Oh yeah. Okay. So I named it Tory Magoo 44. I didn't name it Scientology. Escaping out of Scientology. I wasn't thinking that way, and I always thought because when I woke up in 2000, who am I going to talk to? You can't talk to anybody. You're not allowed to talk to anyone when you're leaving something like that. They have a whole thing, leaving and leaves, and you can never tell anybody you're leaving and stuff like that. So I just thought, who am I going to talk to? And my husband was born in it. His parents were in it. So I thought, I don't know what I'm going to do. And then I thought, well, my dad, I always kind of kept my dad around me, even though he passed away when I was 22. I thought, I'm going to plug into my dad. And my dad just said, get out of LA. And I thought, you know what? I'm going to keep him near me. So I've always had his name. Like my email is torychristman 44, which the 44 is from his football thing. And Tory Magoo 44 is in honor of him. So anyway, there you go. And look, we have someone from Cuba. Ooh, Cubana Chica. And I also want to say thank you to Chi, who is sending me something very cool. Yay, late night Victoria. Okay, so yay, made it to another live. Good flying mom. That's funny. I love that nickname. Bottoms up. Okay, I guess you're on a little bit of a timeout. All right. Did you get my Cash App the other day? Flying mom. I don't think I did. Let me check. Well, I'll check and let me just check really quick. It's a Cash App. All right, let me just check really quick. This is a neat thing that um, DOA did set up with me. Oh, you know what it is? I probably did, but I can't figure out how to find who sent me the money. I have some money, but I can't figure out who sent it. And I don't know how. So I'm waiting for him to come and show me that. So thank you. I didn't know it was you, but thank you very much. I did get some, but I just can't that's why I like PayPal better, because PayPal tells you exactly who sent it, how much they sent. You can send a little message. I can send a message back to you to thank you. Whereas I don't think Cash App has that, or maybe it doesn't. I just don't know how. But I'm going to try to do the tutorial and see. They must have one online. Anyway, mailing your gimbal to Jessica's address. Okay, by Saturday latest. All right, cool. Excellent. Thank you very much. That's wonderful. That'll be a big help. A big help. Because I'm amazed at these guys, all the stuff that they have technically. They all have two phones and laptops and stuff like that. It's great being able to interact with you. I know that's the way I feel too. The other way you can make a video and you read stuff after, but you want to say something and you can't really. So that's why I like the live videos. Oh yeah, I forgot I was supposed to tell you guys something. I got so hung up in talking to you guys. All right, so let's see. You enjoyed the original protest videos. I know they were fun. It was so surprising, the original ones, because they weren't planned at all, and they were just, it was really tricky because Scientology was really against Bob and Stacy and I and Jesse and whoever was protesting. There were a bunch of critics that came and protested, who were people who were never in. And it was cool. It really was. I liked it. All right. When Scientologists are considered public, how do they stay disconnected from outside views if they aren't surrounded by Sea Org people? That's a good question, Alex. I see people have different views. Like I told this story, I was with a multimillionaire and she and I went shopping and, she was, I kept buying, like a little bracelet, something like this. It'd be like, a $10 bracelet or something like that, right? And I'd say, do you want to get one? And she'd say no. She didn't want anything, for a long, long time. And then all of a sudden she goes, well, I do need some furniture. Let's go into a furniture store. I thought, okay. So we go into this furniture store and she goes, I like that bed. I'll take the bed. And I'm going to take the two end tables, and I'm going to take the lamps on top of them and the drawers. She just took everything, and she gives them her credit card, right? I mean, it had to be thousands of dollars. And I'm just like, wow. And the guy says, "You guys are incredible." And I said, "Well, we're Scientologists. That's just the way it is." And we get out in the car and she goes, "I can't believe you told him we were Scientologists." Now this is in the 90s, right? And I said, I always do that. I've always, when I was in, I told them I was a Scientologist. Now that I'm out, I tell them I'm out of Scientology. That's me. I mean, I just believe in communication. I really do. And when I was in, because I really believed in Scientology, I thought, tell them, and I told her this, and I told many people this. If every Scientologist who never says they are a Scientologist just told people, "I'm your dentist and I'm also a Scientologist." Do you know what I mean? If they just said that, "I'm your neighbor and I'm a Scientologist. I do your nails and I'm a Scientologist." If they just knew how many people, this was back in the day, now it's shrunk down to nothing, right? Because that's just the way it is. All the people left, myself included, and we're here telling you that why not to join. But back then, there were a lot of people in there. And if everybody had said, "We're Scientologists," it probably would still be, it might be, I don't know. It's tricky because the Sea Org have a whole different thing than the public. So I don't know. I can't really say. But anyway, when Scientologists are considered public, how do they stay disconnected from? They don't really stay disconnected from outside views, but generally speaking, even if people don't agree with you, they're not going to go, "Oh my God, you're a Scientologist." You have to remember, until 2000, the internet really wasn't a big deal. And even in 2000, it was just starting up. So it's just really become well known that Scientology's, and people still, that guy at Christmas time was going to give him $5,000 and join. So people are still gullible, and a man hears what he wants to hear and disregards the rest. So that's what happens. We all have problems, and they go, "Well, really? You're having relationship problems? Well, you should come talk to us because I think we might be able to help you." They always say that. They used to say, "We can help you," but then they change it to, "Well, there's a chance we could help you." And of course, people are always like, "Oh, okay, we'll go in." And you go in, and I was just telling someone this today. It's like people that have never been in Scientology think of it like a prison, and like everyone's really unhappy and stuff like that. Now, that may be true for the Sea Org. I'm not going to speak for them, but I'm just saying in general, you go in like Celebrity Center, it's very beautiful and pretty, and the people are generally happy, and they're artists and they're musicians, and it just seems like, wow, what a cool world. You're not getting all the dark side of it that you guys know. You already know it, so you're like, who would join that shit? They wouldn't. Well, they mostly wouldn't. I mean, that one guy with the $5,000 was almost going to. Luckily, I just happened to be there. But in general, people aren't going to say, "Oh my God, you're a Scientologist? That's disgusting." I mean, even now, today, with all the information that's out there, Leah and Mike have done all their stuff, interviewed all the kids. And when I say, because I say it all the time, I give out my cards and I go, here's my business card, and I hand it to a kid and I say, "Your life is in danger." And they always go, "Why?" And I go, "Scientology, they're like 5 blocks away." And they go, "Really?" And I go, "Yeah, they're looking for young people. They need young people." Why? Because young people are gullible. But I don't say that, but that's the truth. And we are. I got in at 22. It sounded good to me. It did. And you figure I came from being a hippie, went back to college, didn't want to stay there again. So left and became an auditor, thinking, all right, this will work. So what I'm going to tell you about tonight, a lot of you have heard the term KSW, keeping Scientology working, right? And people throw it around all the time. It's like people stay because of KSW, right? But you guys don't really know. How many of you can honestly say you know what KSW is? Tell me if you do. Just say if you do. Yes, if you do. Don't say if you don't, because I think most of you probably don't. But if you do, let me know. Just put yes. Uh-oh. Did I lose you guys? Are you still here? I think you are. There's a heart. There you go. All right, there's 68 people here and 36 likes. Come on, you. Wait a second. What's going on here? You guys don't like this? Then you've got to say something. Remember, that's my policy. You've got to either like it or tell me. And there's 69 people in the room. Thank you for coming. Now there's 41 likes. That's better. That's better. So please, everybody like the video at least. That's the least you can do. Late night with Tori. Good morning, Tori. Thank you. There you go. So thank you. It's so nice to see you again tonight. Nothing but love. I like that too. And love it. Thank you for putting those two links there for the PayPal one. PayPal one is the easiest one. It really is. And I can write you a thank you note. All right, so here's the KSW. I'm going to just show you this. This is what happens in Scientology. Now, they have them now all in books and stuff like that. And now they've redone all the books, so we're going to see what they are. But this is the original. This is like an original policy letter. See? Yeah, and it's got, let's see. It's the Hubbard Communications Office in East Grinstead, Sussex, which is in England. And it's got the date. And, this is December 1965, revised 8 January 1991. And this is Ethics, Suppressive Acts, Suppression of Scientology and Scientologists. Now, I was going to originally read you all the suppressive acts, but there's so many of them. It's just sort of like, I'm going to have to do it in a few things if you want to do it. But first I thought I really should read you. This is the violation or neglect of any 10 points of keeping Scientology working is considered a suppressive act. All right, so these are I'm going to read them to you, but those are the 10 points, right? So number one is having the correct technology. So imagine being 22, you're in Scientology. They've said, oh yeah, there's a good chance we can help you. And the people that are in there that you're talking to are like, oh my God, there's a Hildebrand in here? If you're related to John Hildebrand, you have to let me know. He was the guy that got me in Scientology. If it is. Anyway, okay. What is this? I wait for this every night. It's my bedtime story and knowledge report from all the confusion. Okay, I hope that doesn't mean that mine is confusing. It's from others confusing. Anyway, having the correct technology, that's number one. So immediately you're in this group, remember the Truman Show, where it's like you're isolated, you're insulated, you're surrounded by Scientologists. They're all going, this is totally working for me. It's so great that you came, Tori. You are in the right place, right? And here's your first book, right? It's like having the correct technology. Now they get you on a course, right? Because you've got to know. The next number two is knowing the technology. This is actually after you're on course, they show you the KSW thing. So, but it's one of the first things in every course all the way up the bridge. You have to redo KSW and learn it. And it's like having the correct technology, knowing the technology, knowing it is correct, right, is 3. 4 is teaching correctly the correct technology, right? And any of these you can get in a lot of trouble for if you do them wrong. 5, applying the technology, that's using it. 6, seeing that the technology is correctly applied. All right, 7, hammering out of existence incorrect technology. And knocking out incorrect applications. 9 is closing the door on any possibility of incorrect technology. And 10 is closing the door on incorrect applications. So there you go. That's KSW. So when people say, yeah, they're in there and they read KSW, and then that's the beginning of the mind control. It really is. It's very spooky. So anyway, I hope you like that, because I could read you all the suppressive acts, but I think honestly, okay, you're not related to the Hildebrand. I gotcha. Thank you for letting me know that. I think honestly for the suppressive acts, because there's so many and they're long, I'm going to have to do it in a few phases if you want to see it. No, wait, I don't know how to get the, how do I do this? Where did the little thing go? Okay, here it is. I'm trying to get the, I don't know how to get up here. Come on, go on. There you go. There you go. There you go. All right. Now I can, ooh, my goodness, there's a whole bunch of you. Okay, we're still at 72 and 58 likes. So please, for the people that didn't either like it or tell me why. Thank you, Wolf Machine and Maria. I think a lot of these people I already said hello to. The guy from Cuba, that's wonderful. Cincinnati, that's cool. Loving the late night chats. Yeah, definitely let me know where you're from. That's good too. How do you like the live streaming? We went over that. This is like a night owl club. It's true. It is. It's the night owl club. Thank you, Arlene. Selma, complicated last name. I love it. Okay. Yay, made it to another one. Good flying mom. Totally. Tori, I saw you have the Wikipedia page. I learned some interesting such as your dad. Yep, I told you that. Did you get the Cash App? Thank you, flying mom. I definitely will get to find out more about that when DOA comes, but he just told me his van he's really having trouble with something with it, so he wasn't able to come today. And he may not be able to come tomorrow. So I will soon, though. But in the meantime, thank you, bless your heart, for sending anything. I really appreciate it. Every single bit helps. It really does. I greatly appreciate it. It's great being able to interact with you. I feel the same, JB. I really like that. Good morning. Love your flowery top. Thank you, bottoms up. That's nice. Annie, those are cute little hearts and things. Sarah, Robin, all cool. Okay. Thank you, Love It, for reminding me of that. I really enjoy all of your original protest videos. Yeah, you mentioned that. That's good. When Scientology, and how you can find those is probably on Mark Bunker's, YouTube site. I think that's just a guess. He's going to start posting more of the old videos, and that should be really fun because he's got great videos. When Scientologists are considered public, oh yeah, okay, we went over that. Go to the clock symbol and it'll show. Okay, go to the clock symbol and it'll show. I don't know where the clock symbol is. All right, we're at 69 and 65. We're almost there. Even. Cool. Did you watch the other cult documentaries? I've watched some. It's weird. Once you're in a cult, they're all very similar. They really are. I mean, Spanky and I watched one with the guy up, north here, and he had all those fancy cars and stuff like that. And when we first watched the beginning of it, we said, God, we joined the wrong cult, because it sounded so much better. And by the end, it was just a nightmare. It was like, thank God we didn't join that cult. Anyway, we were both happy we're out. Once you're logged into Cash App, you can click the last button on the right to see donation history. All right, good. Okay, now pardon me for this, but I've got to learn this. Once you learn, you can click the last button on the right to see the donation history. Oh my God, you're right. Thank you. All right, now who is the lady who said that she donated? Oh my God, there's a whole bunch of people. Ah, that's really sweet. Thank you, guys. I don't know if I should say your names or not. Do you want me to or not? I don't know if I should. I really don't. It's kind of weird. I'm very, very new at this, and I come from an old thing where it was like you never publicly say somebody's names because a lot of people were leaving Scientology. And so I didn't want to get them in trouble. So we never said anything. But anyway, thank you. Now I've got it. And thank you for teaching me that. Wonderful. All right, good. So do you think CFS is still thinking these protests will fizzle out like they have in the past? Or do you think they know it's here to stay? And do you feel it is different this time around as well? Okay, good question, Sarah. Now, first of all, Scientology always thinks it's going to, they're going away. It won't last long. Well, think about it. I escaped out in 2000. They were picketing before me. So in the 90s, they were picketing. Probably in the 80s, in the 70s. It's like this has gone on for a long time. So there are different layers of it. Like there was originally, we in 2000, had the little signs and we were all picketing. Then in 2008, Anonymous showed up. Now, could we have predicted that? Never. But somebody leaked the video of Tom Cruise saying you're either in or you're out. And he looked totally crazy. And Anonymous and Scientology came on right away and said, no, you've got to get that off YouTube or we're going to get you. I mean, I have no idea what they said to him, but it was probably some legal threat. And Anonymous heard it and said, not on our watch. You don't own the internet. We, the people, do. And I'm telling you, there's my little Anonymous sign or mask right up there. I didn't wear it because my hair, I knew they'd know who I was. Plus, I said, you've got to have somebody that can speak to the media and stuff like that. And you're not going to be able to be heard through those. So anyway, I didn't wear one, but I have one. They gave me one. And they also gave me some really cool pictures of it too. All right. So, yep. Late night with Tori. Good morning, Tori. Thank you. Nothing but love. It's so nice to see you again tonight. Thank you. And thank you, love it. Cincinnati Diane, I was sitting here feeling bored and thinking, I wish Tori would come on TV. And then all of a sudden I got my YouTube notification. Woohoo! There you go. You guys are great. You really are. All right, we're over. We've got 78 in here and 82 are likes. So thank you. Thank you, everybody who liked my video. I appreciate it. You don't have to. If I mean it. If you don't like it, I want you to tell me. Or if you think there's something that I can do that you think would be better, let me know. I'm welcome to hear about it. I just realized you're seeing all of my room. It's a mess. Oh, Jesus. Great to see you streaming on an Australian friendly time. Thank you. You're one of the reasons, the Australians. I thought, well, you guys seem to really appreciate it, and the guys from England. So I thought, and other countries, Poland and different things, they're on a different time zone. Okay, yes. Now I forgot what the yes was for. What was the yes for? Sarah, I do. Cincinnati Diane, what was the yes for? What did I ask you? Because I apologize. Somehow I got off onto something else and I don't remember. No. Okay. Pamela SP Butterfly says no. Yes. Hello again. Good morning from the Netherlands. Thank you. KSW, keeping Scientology wacky. That's right. Truly. 37 likes. Well, now there's 90 likes. So that's good. It's way more. Picked up. All right. It's 4:30 and Fernando Cardi. All right. And a Hildebrand is here. Oh, I wish you were related to John. I've been trying to find him for a while. I'm worried about him because I haven't seen him since before COVID. And we really like him. Doug from Clearwater. All right. Love it, Tori. 426 there. Wow. Are you getting up or are you going to bed? Okay. Liked it as soon as I got here. Not chatting tonight. Shopping for my kids. Oh, you lucky dog. That's so sweet. Easter was one of my favorite times with my son. With kids, it's really fun. I liked it as soon as I got here. Okay. Hit the button, please. Cincinnati Diane, thank you. Please read us the suppressive acts. Really? You want me to? You don't think it's too late? What time is it? It's 1:40. All right. Well, I'll start. I'll read some of them. I'm not going to read all of them because honestly, it's just too many. It's like, good Lord. but I'll start with some of them. We'll do like part 1, 2, and 3 or whatever, but love it. You tell me. You tell me when you think it's. I wait for this every night. It's my bedtime story and knowledge report from all the confusion. Okay. Hey, Legend Tori. Thank you, Marissa. That's sweet. Tori, sorry not related as far as I know. Yeah, I know that's too bad. I would have liked to have found them, but I will. No, Tori, so many channels, and you explain so well the difference between orgs and life outside of an org and so much more. I love you. Explain the gray areas. Okay, good. Well, thank you. I'm really glad it's helping. Because every night I think, they don't want to hear anymore. I'm going to bed. And I think, well, they might like this. I have so much stuff that honestly I know. And I think, a lot of people don't know a lot of this stuff. So I thought, well, let's start with KSW because that's the beginning thing. And this whole thing about these suppressive acts, because if you do one of these suppressive acts, you're declared suppressive. So right away, people are like, whoa, I'm not going to do that. So let's go into the suppressive acts. Okay. Suppressive acts are defined, but see, I have to read it. So if you mind, let me know. And then I'll I'll just read a few of them. That's what I'm saying, because I'm not a great reader. Suppressive acts are defined as actions or omissions undertaken to knowingly suppress or hold someone down, reduce or impede Scientology or Scientologists. So that's what a real SP is. So supposedly I being declared, and let's show us the SP declared because not many people have them, but I have one. See, that's my married name, Tori Bazazian. And these are all my evil actions. Anyway, so if they're saying I'm suppressing Scientology, I'm impeding Scientology or Scientologists, and any SP is doing that. So, you guys talking to me, they would probably consider, they wouldn't say you're suppressive. They would say you're PTS. You're a potential trouble source because you're connected to me. And I'm so evil. So there you go. Okay, any felony. Okay, such suppressive acts include any felony such as murder, arson, etc., against persons or property, sexual or sexually perverted conduct contrary to the well-being and good state of mind of a Scientologist in good standing or under the charge of Scientology, such as a student or a pre-clear. I remember my friend Tommy Gorman was on course at a mission. This was years ago in like the 70s. And he found out this lady was getting raped by the supervisor in Scientology. So, of course, thinking ethics will handle it, he went to ethics and he told them about it. And the guy said, don't ever say that word again, ever. And Tommy is a wrestler. And he was like, wrong person to say that to, pal. And he got, her whole family was in and his whole family was in. He got both families, put them in a motel, locked the door, showed them videos, read them stuff from the internet or wherever, from books, stuff like that. And I think it was in the 80s, but anyway, they all left. They all left Scientology. That was it, but it was really creepy. So anyway, the next one is blackmail of Scientologists or Scientology organizations threatened or accomplished, in which case the crime being used for blackmail purposes becomes fully outside the reach of ethics and is absolved by the fact of blackmail unless repeated. Now, what the hell does that mean? I don't know. But I'm not going to dive into it again. I mean, a lot of their stuff, that's the way it is. It's sort of confusing. It's like, wait, you asked if we know what? Wait. I don't know. There are 4 other OSAs. No, wait. You're also refreshing Tori. Oh, thank you for sharing your stories. Okay, thank you. There are 4 other OSAs? No, there aren't. There aren't. There's OSA. Are you thinking of OSA, and, that kind of thing? I don't know what you mean. Tell us what the 4 other oses are. And then you asked if we know what. And Cincinnati Diane, you have to finish that because it just goes to you asked if we know what. And I don't know what you're talking about. All right, so do you want me to continue or not? Because I don't have to. I know it's late and it's like this might be too boring. What do you think? Two or three people say yes or no. Okay, so using the trademarks and service marks of Dianetics and Scientology without express permission or license from the owner of the marks or its authorized license. This is mainly for guys that owned missions years ago. Falsifying records, testifying and giving aid against Scientology falsely or in generalities or without personal knowledge of the matters to which one testifies. So even if the thing is, even if people go in and testify about something, they will twist it around. They have a way of twisting everything around. So they can spell this all out that these are suppressive acts. But I promise you, if it happened and they did it, they would weasel out of it. Anyway, that's all I'm going to tell you for tonight because I get too sick of them. And Cincinnati Diane never answered my question. So maybe she left. Did she leave? Oh, no, wait, let's see. Wait, maybe she did. Oh, wait, it looks like a bunch of people answered things. Okay, sorry. I apologize. Wait, let me get back to Cincinnati Diane. You asked if what we know, if we know what KSW is. Okay, right. And did you say you do or you don't? Oh, I see. So then you guys were saying, yes, you do. And one person said no. Okay. So a lot of people already knew it. Okay. Was John still in Scientology when you last heard from him? No, he left years ago. He became a professor. He got trained, he went to college and then he became a professor down at USC or at San Diego. He became an attorney and then he became a professor teaching people to be attorneys. And then he vanished. So we don't know what happened to him. But his name's John Hildebrand. It's 4:40 in Virginia Beach. Wow, for this insomnia. Kim White. All right, cool. Good morning from Finland. All right. Auntie, cool. It's 9:40 in Spain. White. Hola, everyone. Thank you, Carmen. Oh, that's cool. It's 9:40 in the morning in Spain. Oh, that's where my brother lived in Ibiza for years. And he still goes there for a bunch. He loves Spain. He really does. He lives in Thailand because he was on his way. He's a DJ. I have 2 older brothers, and this is the younger older brother, David. And he was on his way to and you can type in David Chrisman in Facebook if you're on Facebook, and you'll see his whole thing. But he was on his way to Vietnam to do a concert and COVID hit. So they wouldn't let him out of Thailand. No other country would let him in. And he said, well, I've always wanted to retire on an island, so here I am. And he's in his hammock and everything. I mean, my brother's had an amazing life. I mean, traveling all around the world. He left in the 70s. He's had a great life. So it's really been fun. Hi, Danny. Trust me, that's nice. Good heart. Hannah Lee, it's not just your personal experiences that I like hearing about, it's the way you communicate them. Thank you. Well, I appreciate that, Hannah. That's nice. Thalassa, Sophie, hi. It's 9:42 p.m. in New Zealand. Oh, do you know that someone in New Zealand saved my life? I mean, it really and truthfully, I was really in a bad situation, and someone in New Zealand online spotted it and sent me a thing and said, Magoo, you are like way, way, way out of your league. And at the time, I didn't see it, and she did. And she said, this guy that you're with is a narc. And I said, he's not a narc, he's a dentist. And I thought she meant like he sells drugs. And she said, no. She started laughing. She said, no, no, no. I mean, he's a narcissist. And she said, you don't know what a narcissist is. And at the time, I didn't. I really didn't. And this was I don't know, 10 years ago, 15 years ago, but I really didn't. And so she sent me these videos from these doctors, and they really, really spelled it out. And if there's a list this long of steps, he had all but one. And they said, this guy drinks, and he's an alcoholic, which it turned out he was. They said, don't think you can just walk away from it because he'll come after you. And I thought, he does always carry a gun. It was he lives up in Washington. So, they're big gun people. Anyway, luckily I got rid of him, but oh, she saved my life. She really did. It was really great. I always think of New Zealand. I'm like, oh, okay. So now, yes, or no. Okay, yes. All right. The answer, I was kidding about the 4 likes being missed. I said the other 4 are OSAs, so they are not. Oh, good one, Selma. That's funny. Good one. Well, you're always going to have to explain those kind of things because I'm not good on that. All right, nothing but love. Thank you for your smiles. I love that. Eve K. Karin. Ooh, hi from the Netherlands again. It's 9:45 a.m. over here. Cleaning my kitchen thoroughly and listening to the very interesting opinion from a great storyteller. Yes, you, Tori Magoo, thanks. Thank you. That's in honor of my grandfather and my dad. They both were great storytellers also. My grandfather, for sure. I mean, I told you, he used to scare us to death. And he was a doctor, but he would come in late at night and he would tell us these stories. I think I told you guys, the one that sticks in my head, he told us all kinds of scary stories, but the one that sticks in our head is the one where he said this, because we were city kids, you know what I mean? And he grew up in North Dakota. And he said, yeah, one time I was going to the bus and a wolf came out and and ate my teacher. It's really not funny, and I shouldn't laugh about it, but we all do. It's just so funny that we believed it. You know what I mean? Even my son said, Mom, wolves don't eat people. They just don't. But we didn't know that. And we were just such city folk. It was like, wow, a wolf ate your teacher? And I mean, it really freaked us out. It was, you can imagine going to sleep with that. No, wait a minute. Okay, Gregory. All right. Sambanya Gogo, morning old lady, more a respectful thing, working hard here in Mzansi, South Africa. Okay, cool. Well, thank you for being here. Cincinnati Diane, I'm here. Good. From, I can't say that, but it's Sweden. It looks like Helena. Great. Hey, Tori, love from London. All right. I don't know what KSW means. It means keeping Scientology working. You have to go back. I'm going to post it, and then you can hear it because I read all the KSW things that you have to do. It's basically to keep you in the Truman Show. It's a way. It's little steps that you have to do to keep you in the Truman Show. Hello from Virginia Beach. Okay, me too, April. What are you doing for Easter weekend? Okay. Easter weekend used to be a favorite weekend of mine because my mother was really big on, Easter egg hunts. And, she was crazy on all holidays. So it was always fun for me. And it was fun when my son was little with his friends and stuff like that. But as he's gotten older, it's like we kind of eat. That's about it. Usually go to a movie, something like that. So this year, I think he's doing something else. So this year, I'm going to see Spanky and Graham Barry, who's an attorney. So that we always have fun, 3 of us. So that'll be fun. So we're going to do that and then probably go to a movie or something. I don't really know. We're not going to do anything like, we're not religious. So we're not going to do that. And I know some of the live streamers are going to go around the complex and do kind of goofy things, but I'm really big on not doing that. I feel like children have a very small time when they can have a wonderful life, where it's if you give it to them. Do you know what I mean? And it's a short-lived time, and then they're into school and everything else, and it just gets more difficult. And so to me, it's like the little guys, let them just have the fun. You know what I mean? That's the way I feel. I don't mean to put the other guys down. I'm not. I'm just saying I'm not going to be there. You won't see me there because I really believe kids should be given whatever they're in, even if Scientology is totally phony and they don't believe in Easter. Neither do most of the kids. You know what I mean? I didn't believe in religion when I was a little kid. I loved going on Easter egg hunts. We went on them for years in Scientology. My friend, who's now dead, but she was alive then. She was an author and a writer and a teacher and just a fabulous person. And her name was Cam Solari. And she set up this thing where she would have the dads go. There's a place called Griffith Park here in LA. And she would have the dads climb up Griffith Park by the Griffith uh, Observatory to Dante's View, it's called. And they would climb up there and plant all these eggs and hide all these eggs. And then we would have the kids come up afterwards. And originally, it was like 3 or 4 families. That was it. Would come up and they'd get all the eggs and then we'd sing. We'd always bring some food and then we'd sing. It was just really, it was really beautiful. The sun was coming up. It was early in the morning and everybody was happy. It was really, that's why I want to let people know it's not always horrible in Scientology. These are public. We were public. We weren't, there was no Sea Org there. But it was like, we had a great time. You know what I mean? I thought, what fun, to do that. And the kids loved it. And so I still believe for young kids, leave them alone. You know what I mean? Let them just have their Easter egg hunt. And it's like, we already know as adults, they're FOS, full of shit. You know what I mean? They don't believe in Easter or Jesus or anything. I mean, Hubbard was against Jesus, but that's nothing that the kids need to worry about. You know what I mean? It's just, and I know some of the kids who were raised in Scientology, and I understand that they feel like we need to let the kids know so they can get out. And I get that. But you know what? I don't think at a little age they have that opportunity. I don't. I just don't. I don't think, but maybe I'm wrong. So anyway, that's my thing. And I'm sorry I got way off onto this, but I did. Anyway, let's see. Virginia Beach. Okay, April, it means keeping Scientology working. Thank you. April. All right, so you guys are talking together. Philosophy, really, that's amazing, Tori. Which part is amazing? Which thing are you saying is amazing, Sophie? All right. Oh, I know about New Zealand. I bet you that's that. Yeah, it was pretty amazing. It really was, and especially because I never met her. It's just online, and then she went away for a long time, and now we're back friends again. So that's good. But I've always had a strong connection to New Zealand for that. And you had all those earthquakes. And we kind of lived through that online when you were having all the. I don't know if you still are, but they were having these tremendous earthquakes. It was really spooky. All right. Mind Candy. Hello, Tori. You're simply amazing. Oh, all right. Thank you. I appreciate that. Selma, complicated last name. That is funny. April, I'm in the Netherlands. Okay, would love to chat, but I'm not near you. I know it wouldn't it be fun if we all lived near each other, but at least we can do this. This is pretty good. Inglewood from Belgium. All right. Gregory, I live down the road from the castle, AO, in Africa. They've been busing police to do courses there. I have no idea. Oh, I know what they're doing. Oh, God, you mean Scientology? Ugh. Go talk to the police. I mean it. Because what they're probably teaching them is either ethics, which is like PTSSP, or they're getting them to do the Purif, so where they sweat out all of the bad things that they're inhaling, or the calm course. They're just getting them to do different stuff. But you have to let them know that this is a cult, and give them some site on the internet that they can learn more about. I always use Xenu.net because I think it's great. But anyway, find something that you feel good that they can get educated on and have them get educated, because they're just bad news. They're always after the police. I love that someone from New Zealand helped you. Me too, Sophie. I do too. I mean, I really do. You have no idea. I mean, she really, I don't know. My head was really in the sand. I would have missed it completely. And it was so interesting that she said, you're way out of your league. And I thought, what's she thinking about? He's not a narc. He's a dentist. She laughed. Okay. All right. So let's see. Hi, Tori. Ooh, South Africa. Do you know, Dragonfly, that one of my big goals in my life in high school was to go live in Africa? And my boyfriend did. He lived in Kenya for many, many years. And that was my big dream, was to go live in Kenya and be there with him. And I should have, but it was one of those where I got snagged into Scientology, and then I kept thinking, well, he's going to have to do the bridge to total freedom eventually. Same for my brother, because my brother was having a blast traveling all over around the world. And I think, oh, he's going to have to go to the bridge eventually. And then imagine me waking up and going, oh, I could have been traveling around like my brother all that time. Anyway, hi from Maryland. All right, that's cool. Hi, Zoe. That's Zoe Small. That's a nice name. April Robinson. We don't have an org here. You're lucky that I could find. I think DC is the closest. I work in a hospital and talk to police all the time in the ER, and they have no idea. I know. We should really write a book about it for police, honestly, because police and social workers and stuff like that, because they're always trying to slide into those things, and it's dangerous. It's tricky. So anyway, I'll think about that. Watching from Oregon, my oldest daughter is also named Tori, except I'm Tory, and she's with an I. There you go. Mine Candy. All right. Laura Stevenson's life, okay, is about Jesus and his resurrection. Okay, so you are a very religious person, and I am not. But I'm glad that I'm kind of. I'm not like I'm not religious. I believe in higher powers. I do. It's just I'm probably an agnostic. That's what you'd say, where I'm kind of in between, and everyone else is too. Because until we die, we're not going to know either way. But we'll see. We'll find out. Still trying to promote in this area. April. Okay, they are trying to promote probably, right? Let's see. Wait. Oops, I lost you guys. Oh, there you go. Yeah, definitely. Aaron said DC was the nearest one. I'm not going to DC by myself. Don't go by yourself. No, don't go anywhere by yourself, near Scientology. I always say that. Go in twos. I said that when I first met the live streamers, and they were going by themselves, and then that guy got beat up. And you know what? Now they pretty much go in twos or more. Hi, Tori. Do you know if there is an org or a place that would be able to bring recognition or protest in Virginia? I don't. I don't, but ask Google, because we went all the way up and down the coast asking Google, and we were shocked at how many places there were. Just ask for the Church of Scientology. Where's the nearest Church of Scientology? And you'll be surprised. It's like, holy shit, it's around the corner. Anyway, Selma, complicated last name. Oh, this is for Lovett. It's a streamer that's very, very dear friend with Pearl Snappy. Okay, she died in a motorcycle accident caused by another drunken texting driver. Oh, that's awful. I'm really sorry to hear that. I'm forgetting her YouTube name. Sorry. Okay, Arlene Jacksonville. Now me too. All right, it's probably time to go to bed. Did you? Oh my God, I didn't know KK died. Oh, Pearl Snappy did a video on her today. So sad. I'm sorry. Hey, April, I'm in Virginia Beach. Tori, the chat made me ask. Tori, the chat made me ask. Okay. Sophie, yes, Tori, writing and educating people about Scientology is so important. That's the real bridge to total freedom, exposing it to the world. Thank you. Yeah. And Okay, so good morning from Scotland. All right, I stand alone. Well, here's the thing, I stand alone. I'm about ready to go to bed. So we've been on for a while. We have 76 people in here and 117 likes. Way to go. Thank you so much. And I appreciate your support. Thank you guys for coming on with me and all your wonderful questions. I hope I answered them. Did you guys like tonight's the topic or not? I'd like to get a little bit of a feedback if you liked it or not. Because if you didn't, I'm not going to do more of the suppressive acts. So you kind of have to let me know. Good night. Thank you. Sleep tight, KL. All right. Yeah. Okay. Good. You enjoyed it, Cincinnati, Diane. Thank you. Thank you. That means a lot to me. Thank you, Tori. We all love you and appreciate all you do and have done. You're absolutely amazing. Okay. Thank you, Sophie. That's nice. Always love it. All right. Good. That's good. Okay. Good. Good. I just wanted to hear from you guys to see. So then we'll continue with the suppressive acts. Maybe. But this is the other thing that I told you the other night that I got paid to open, um, to handle Richard Tenney in Clearwater, Florida. And here is, see, Church of Scientology. And look at how much they paid me. 29,000 something something. I never used it. It was all in training awards. And I thought, it's dirty money. I never used it. But anyway, that's what they do. They pay people off. Thank you. And yes, we need to learn more. Yeah, I think it's good. It's stuff that you hear people talking about and you think, well, I don't know what they're talking about. So if there's anything else you want me to teach you about, let me know. You can, when I post this, you can let me know after that. Love your voice and body language too. Love it. Thank you. Thank you, Eve. That's so sweet. Thank you. In Inglewood, just awake, coffee, newspaper, and Tori. I know, I'm sorry that I'm just going to bed, but I've got to get to bed. It's 2 o'clock in the morning. It's 2 o'clock in the morning. Yeah, it's 2:08 here. So anyway, have a wonderful day for the guys that are starting their day. And for you that are going to sleep, good night from Albuquerque. See, there you go. So good night. I wake up in the middle of the night and catch your live streams. I know, I love the night owls. I really do. I'm a night owl. That's all I can say. So thank you guys for being night owls with me. I love it. All right. I will rest well. And I appreciate you guys being here. All right. Thank you, Sophie. And thank you, Love It, for helping me. And we'll all get better questions ready for next time. Yeah. If you have any questions. Anyway, there you go. Now I forget how to end it. I don't really know. Oh, yeah, there it is. And with a big red thing, end stream. Okay. Good night. Good night. I'll be there saying goodbye. I love the Sound of Music. I'm a big Sound of Music fan. All right, you guys, I'm going to end off now. Cheerio. See you tomorrow.